Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. Today we're diving into one of America's most iconic and fascinating coins, the Indian head 1 cent. These small copper coins may look simple, but some rare examples are worth tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and even over $1 million in today's auction market. Depending on the year, condition, and rarity, an Indian head penny could turn an old collection into a life-changing treasure. In this video, we reveal the top 4 most valuable Indian head 1 cent coins, their history, unique features, and current market value. Let's get started. First up, the Indian head 1 cent 1897 coin, a classic without a mint mark that continues to command attention in today's red-hot collector market. This is not just a penny. It is a survivor from the 19th century, a coin that has lived through wars, industrial revolutions, and generations of hands. The 1897 Indian head cent stands as a reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry extraordinary value when history, condition, and demand align. The Indian head cent series is one of the most beloved designs in U.S. coinage, introduced in 1859 and struck until 1909. By the time the 1897 issue was minted, the design had already become an icon, instantly recognizable and deeply respected among collectors worldwide. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the absence of a mint mark adds prestige and historical authenticity. Philadelphia issues from this era are closely studied, and coins without a mint mark are often viewed as the purest representation of original U.S. mint craftsmanship. The obverse design featuring Liberty wearing a Native American headdress is rich in symbolism and detail. Every feather, every letter, and every contour tells a story of artistry that modern coinage rarely attempts to replicate. On the reverse, the wreath and shield design speaks to unity, strength, and national pride. In extra fine condition, these elements remain bold and clear, giving the coin a commanding presence that immediately sets it apart from heavily worn examples. Color plays a major role in collector appeal, and extra fine 1897 Indian head cents often display warm, even tones that enhance eye appeal. This natural aging is prized by collectors who understand that original color adds both beauty and value. Extra fine condition represents a powerful sweet spot in the market. These coins show light circulation but preserve strong details, sharp legends, and an unmistakable sense of quality that attracts serious buyers. Rarity is not only about low mintage, it is about survival. While many 1897 cents were struck, far fewer remain today in extra fine condition, making each high-quality example increasingly desirable. Collector demand for Indian head cents has never faded. In fact, it continues to grow as new generations discover the series and experienced collectors upgrade their sets, driving competition higher year after year. Coins that could make you a millionaire are often those that quietly gain momentum over time. The Indian head cent series has proven repeatedly that patience and quality are rewarded, sometimes beyond expectations. The 1897 issue benefits from being both historically significant and visually stunning. This combination places it firmly in the category of coins that collectors actively pursue, not passively admire. In today's action-driven market, Indian head cents are seeing renewed energy at auctions, private sales, and collector exchanges. High-grade examples rarely stay available for long once they appear. Market confidence in 19th-century U.S. coinage remains strong, and the Indian head cent is one of the cornerstones of that confidence. Its long history and broad appeal create a solid foundation for sustained demand. Current market values for the 1897 Indian head cent in extra fine condition often range from several $100s to well over $1,000, depending on eye appeal, color, and overall preservation. Exceptional examples with superior surfaces and strong strike characteristics can command even higher prices, especially when competition heats up among determined collectors. Certified coins frequently achieve premium results, as authentication and grading provide buyers with confidence and clarity in a competitive market. The value gap between average and standout examples continues to widen, rewarding those who recognize and preserve quality early. Collectors understand that opportunities like this do not remain undervalued forever. As availability tightens, prices tend to follow demand upward. For anyone holding this coin, careful handling is essential. Preservation protects not only beauty but long-term value. Storing the coin properly ensures that its surfaces remain intact and its appeal continues to grow over time. Education is a powerful advantage. Knowing what makes the 1897 Indian head cent special allows collectors to navigate the market with confidence. This coin represents more than money. It represents a tangible connection to America's past and a gateway to future opportunity. As global interest in U.S. coins expands, historic pieces like this attract attention far beyond domestic borders. Every year, fewer extra fine examples remain accessible, quietly increasing the pressure on supply. The Indian head cent has proven itself across decades, market cycles, and collector trends. Its enduring popularity is not accidental, it is earned through design, history, and scarcity. Coins like this do not rely on hype. They rely on substance, and substance lasts. If you own an 1897 Indian head cent in extra fine condition, you are holding a piece of history that continues to gain respect and demand. What once bought a loaf of bread now represents serious collector value. And as history has shown, today's respected coins often become tomorrow's legends. Next up, the Indian head 1 cent dated 1860, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors for generations and continues to dominate the rare coin auction market even today. At first glance, this coin may look like a simple old penny, worn by time and years of circulation, but make no mistake, the 1860 Indian head 1 cent without a mint mark carries a powerful story and a reputation that places it among coins capable of changing lives under the right conditions. This particular coin was struck during a time when the United States was standing on the edge of massive historical change, just before the Civil War, and every surviving example today feels like a small piece of that dramatic era preserved in metal. The Indian head 1 cent series itself is one of the most beloved coin designs ever produced in America, and the 1860 issue holds a special place because it represents both artistic beauty and historical importance in one compact form. Designed by James B. Longacre, the obverse features the iconic Liberty wearing a Native American style headdress, a bold and symbolic design that instantly sets this coin apart from anything else in U.S. coinage of the time. The reverse of the 1860 coin is especially important, as it was the first year the Indian head cent featured the oak wreath with a shield at the top, a design change that makes this year instantly recognizable and highly desirable among serious collectors. Because this coin was produced without a mint mark, it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which was the primary minting facility of the nation during that era, adding even more historical weight to every genuine example found today. The metal composition of the 1860 Indian head cent is another standout feature, made from a copper-nickel alloy that gives circulated examples a distinctive tone and feel that collectors immediately recognize and appreciate. Even in circulated condition, where the coin shows honest wear and natural aging, the 1860 Indian head 1 cent continues to command attention, respect, and strong demand across auctions, private sales, and high-end collections. Collectors are especially drawn to circulated coins with original surfaces, rich color, and strong remaining details, because these characteristics tell a story of real use while still preserving the coin's historic charm. What truly elevates this coin is its rarity and high-quality examples, as many were lost, damaged, or melted over time, making well-preserved pieces increasingly difficult to locate in today's market. The demand for Indian head cents has only grown stronger over the years, and the 1860 issue stands out as a cornerstone date that many collectors feel compelled to own at any cost. This coin is frequently highlighted in major auctions, where bidding wars can push prices far beyond expectations, especially when the coin displays strong eye appeal and natural circulation color. In today's active auction market, the 1860 Indian head 1 cent continues to achieve impressive dollar values, with circulated examples reaching strong four-figure prices and premium specimens climbing even higher depending on condition and originality. Higher-grade examples and exceptional circulated coins with outstanding surfaces have been known to reach tens of thousands of dollars, proving just how powerful this coin can be in the right market environment. For elite collectors and investors, top-tier examples of this coin are often viewed as long-term assets, pieces that can grow significantly in value as demand continues to rise and supply continues to shrink. This is why the 1860 Indian head 1 cent is often mentioned among coins that could potentially make someone financially secure, especially when paired with patience, knowledge, and the right buying opportunity. Collectors love this coin not just for its value, but for its story, its symbolism, and the feeling of holding a genuine artifact from a defining moment in American history. As more people enter the rare coin hobby, competition for key Indian head cents like the 1860 issue becomes stronger, pushing demand higher and reinforcing its status as a must-have collectible. For anyone discovering this coin in an old collection, inherited box, or unexpected find, it represents far more than spare change. It represents serious potential. Smart collectors focus on authenticity, surface quality, and overall eye appeal, knowing that these factors play a major role in determining long-term value and market desirability. Professional grading can significantly enhance the coin's market presence, as certified examples tend to attract higher bids and greater trust among buyers worldwide. The global appeal of American classic coins has only increased, and the Indian head cent series benefits greatly from international interest, especially among investors seeking historically proven collectibles. As years go by, fewer quality examples remain available for sale, and this scarcity fuels an upward pressure on prices that keeps the 1860 Indian head 1 cent in constant demand. This coin has already proven its strength across generations, surviving wars, economic changes, and shifting markets while continuing to rise in recognition and value. Collectors who own one often describe it as a centerpiece coin, something that anchors an entire collection and draws attention whenever it is displayed. The beauty of this coin lies in its balance of age, design, and collectability, making it appealing to beginners and advanced collectors alike. When you look at the 1860 Indian head 1 cent, you are not just looking at a coin, you are looking at history, craftsmanship, and opportunity combined into a single piece. Its reputation as a high-demand collectible is well-earned, and its presence in the auction market continues to reflect strong confidence from buyers around the world. For those who understand the market, this coin represents stability, prestige, and the possibility of impressive returns over time. As we wrap up today's story, remember that coins like the 1860 Indian head 1 cent are powerful reminders that hidden value can exist in the smallest places. Next up, the Indian head 1 cent dated 1888, a classic American coin that continues to dominate collector demand and auction excitement even in today's competitive market. At first glance, the 1888 Indian head 1 cent may appear like a simple old penny with visible circulation wear, but seasoned collectors know that this coin carries a deep legacy, a strong market presence, and a reputation for holding impressive dollar value. This coin was struck during a fascinating period in American history, a time of industrial growth, expanding cities, and rising national confidence, and every surviving example reflects the energy of that late 19th century era. The Indian head cent series itself is one of the most iconic and widely collected coin series in U.S. history, and the 1888 issue stands proudly within that legacy as a coin that combines age, beauty, and enduring desirability. Produced without a mint mark, the 1888 Indian head 1 cent was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the heart of American coin production, adding authenticity and historical significance to every genuine piece. The obverse design, created by James B. Longacre, features Liberty wearing a detailed Native American style headdress, a design that remains instantly recognizable and emotionally powerful for collectors across generations. On the reverse, the strong oak wreath paired with the shield at the top symbolizes unity and strength, making the overall design feel bold, balanced, and timeless even more than a century later. The copper composition of the 1888 Indian head cent gives circulated examples a warm, natural tone that collectors highly appreciate, especially when the surfaces show original color and honest wear. Circulated condition does not weaken the appeal of this coin, because many collectors actively seek pieces that show real history while still preserving strong design elements and eye-catching character. What makes the 1888 issue particularly compelling is its consistent demand, as it remains a key date that collectors frequently pursue to complete or upgrade their Indian head cent collections. Over time, many examples were lost, damaged, or altered, which means surviving coins with solid details and natural surfaces are increasingly scarce in today's market. This growing scarcity has pushed the 1888 Indian head 1 cent into a position of strength, where demand continues to outpace supply across auctions and private sales. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its age, but also for its reliability as a historically proven collectible that has held value across decades. In today's active auction market, circulated examples of the 1888 Indian head 1 cent regularly achieve strong dollar prices, with well-preserved pieces reaching into the high hundreds and four-figure range. Coins with superior eye appeal, attractive color, and balance will often command even higher prices, especially when they stand out among competing listings. Certified examples frequently attract global bidders, pushing final sale prices higher and reinforcing the coin's reputation as a premium collectible. For investors, the 1888 Indian head cent represents stability and long-term potential, making it a popular choice among those who view rare coins as tangible assets. This is why the coin is often mentioned among pieces that could potentially make someone financially successful over time when acquired wisely and held patiently. As interest in classic American coins continues to grow worldwide, demand for cornerstone coins like the 1888 Indian head 1 cent only becomes stronger. Collectors value originality above all, and circulated coins with untouched surfaces and natural aging are especially prized in the current market. Professional grading adds an extra layer of confidence and desirability, often unlocking higher market value and broader buyer interest. Many collectors describe owning this coin as holding a piece of American identity, a small but powerful reminder of a nation's past preserved in copper. The global reach of online auctions has expanded the audience for this coin, bringing international buyers into competition for high-quality examples. As fewer attractive specimens remain available, prices continue to show upward pressure, reinforcing the coin's high-demand status. The 1888 Indian head 1 cent has earned its place as a dependable and respected collectible that consistently performs well in the marketplace. Collectors who secure a strong example often view it as a long-term hold, confident in its ability to maintain and grow value. This coin also serves as an excellent gateway into serious numismatics, offering history, beauty, and market strength in one package. Every circulated example tells a unique story, having passed through countless hands during a transformative era of American life. When you look closely at this coin, you are not just seeing metal and wear, you are seeing time, craftsmanship, and opportunity combined. Its continued popularity proves that true collectible power does not fade, it strengthens with age and appreciation. The 1888 Indian head 1 cent stands as a reminder that real value often hides in plain sight, waiting for those who know what to look for. As the market evolves, this coin remains firmly positioned among highly sought-after classics with lasting appeal. Collectors and investors alike continue to chase examples that stand out, driving competition and excitement at every major sale. As we come to the end of today's story, remember that coins like the 1888 Indian head 1 cent show us how history and wealth can intersect. Next up, the Indian head 1 cent struck in the early 20th century with no mint mark and preserved in stunning extra-fine condition. This coin represents more than copper in history, it represents the thrill of discovery and the possibility that a small cent can carry a life-changing story, the kind of coin that keeps collectors searching rolls, estates, and collections with hope in their eyes and confidence in the market. The Indian head 1 cent belongs to one of the most beloved designs ever produced by the United States, a design that instantly connects collectors to a powerful era of growth, ambition, and national pride that still resonates strongly today. Minted during a time when America was stepping confidently into a new century, this coin circulated through a nation buzzing with industry, innovation, and opportunity, making every surviving example a silent witness to a remarkable chapter of history. The absence of a mint mark on this coin adds to its classic appeal, signaling its production at the primary mint and tying it directly to the heart of American coinage during a period when craftsmanship and consistency were held to the highest standards. What truly sets this cent apart is its iconic design, featuring the bold and dignified profile that collectors instantly recognize, a design that blends strength and elegance, and has stood the test of time as a symbol of American numismatic heritage. Every detail on this coin tells a story, from the feathers in the headdress to the confident lettering that frames the design, all of which become especially impressive when the coin is preserved in extra-fine condition. In extra-fine condition, this coin reveals sharp details and strong definition, allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry exactly as it was intended, with minimal wear and a surface that still speaks of quality and care. The rich, natural color seen on well-preserved examples adds another layer of desirability, as collectors place enormous value on original surfaces that have aged gracefully over more than a century. Rarity is not only about low mintage, it is also about survival, and Indian head cents from this era in extra fine condition are increasingly difficult to find as time continues to thin the population of high-quality pieces. Collector demand for this coin remains intense because it sits at the perfect intersection of history, beauty, and accessibility, making it a cornerstone for both seasoned numismatists and ambitious new collectors. The Indian head 1 cent enjoys global recognition, and collectors from around the world actively compete for premium examples, driving prices upward and reinforcing its reputation as a high-demand classic. In today's auction market, extra fine examples of this coin consistently attract strong bidding, often exceeding expectations as collectors recognize the long-term value and stability offered by this historic cent. Market values for top-quality pieces have climbed steadily, with standout examples reaching impressive four-figure territory and exceptional specimens pushing even higher when appeal and originality align perfectly. What excites collectors most is the upward momentum, as classic American cents continue to gain respect not only as collectibles but also as tangible assets with proven performance over time. This is the type of coin that reminds people why numismatics is so powerful, because a single cent, when chosen wisely, can hold remarkable financial and historical weight. For collectors aiming to build a serious collection, this coin offers confidence, prestige, and the reassurance that demand will remain strong well into the future. Condition plays a critical role, and extra fine examples strike the ideal balance between sharp detail and attainable rarity, making them especially attractive to investors and collectors alike. Coins like this are often described as sleepers, steadily gaining value while quietly outperforming expectations as fewer high-quality examples remain available on the open market. Ownership of an Indian head 1 cent from this era connects the collector to generations of Americans who once used this very design in daily life, adding emotional value that cannot be replicated. For those with an eye on long-term potential, this coin represents a smart acquisition that blends passion with strategy, a combination that successful collectors understand very well. The strong demand surrounding this cent means that when it appears for sale, it rarely stays available for long, as eager buyers recognize the opportunity and act quickly. Collectors who focus on originality, natural color, and clean surfaces are often rewarded with stronger appreciation, especially as grading standards continue to emphasize quality and authenticity. This coin also benefits from broad appeal, attracting not only specialists but also general collectors who want a classic piece that instantly elevates their collection. As the market continues to mature, early 20th century American coins with iconic designs are increasingly viewed as essential holdings, and the Indian head 1 cent stands proudly among them. The excitement surrounding this coin is fueled by its reputation, its beauty, and its proven track record, making it a favorite topic at shows, auctions, and collector gatherings. Smart collectors understand that coins with enduring demand tend to perform best over time, and this cent fits that profile perfectly with no signs of fading interest. For anyone entering the hobby or expanding a serious portfolio, this coin offers inspiration, confidence, and a clear reminder that greatness can come in the smallest denominations. The Indian head 1 cent from this era continues to symbolize opportunity, history, and the thrill of the hunt, all wrapped into a single, powerful collectible. As more collectors compete for fewer high-quality examples, the spotlight on this coin only grows brighter, reinforcing its position as a market favorite. This is not just a coin, it is a statement piece, a conversation starter, and a tangible link to America's past that continues to shine in the present. When you hold an extra fine example in your hand, you are holding more than history, you are holding potential, demand, and a legacy that has already proven its strength. In conclusion, the Indian head 1 cent with no mint mark from the early 20th century stands as a shining example of why classic coins remain so powerful, combining beauty, history, and strong market demand into a single cent that continues to excite collectors and investors alike.